Alright, it's been too long. Let's talk about the Guild Galley. Historically, ships have often represented the cutting edge of not just naval technology, but often were the most advanced items any nation had, representing the bleeding edge of multiple scientific disciplines, even before proper science was really a thing. The galley is no exception to this, and in fact may be an extreme example of this exact rule, especially once you get into the multi-deck rowing configurations and the sheer unbelievable size of these things for the era. 7,000 years ago, for example, there were ships out there that could have 170 rowers in them and sporting weapons you'd expect to see at a castle siege. These ships, like ours, would usually have sails on them, but this was an auxiliary sail. The vessels were mainly oar-powered, with the ability to add power through sails being a secondary concern. Until, of course, the galley was phased out, because it was replaced by better ships. The difference between our galley and the one from Earth's Mediterranean region is that the ones in BDO are supposed to fill basically the role that elephants do in Node Wars. Elephants are big, tanky war machines that are crewed by multiple players to attack fortified locations. Similarly, Guild Galleys are supposed to be big, tanky war machines that are crewed by multiple players to accomplish whatever goal you have that needs force. Maybe a contested grind spot, or people want to pick at you at cons. Or at least they were that. Like our real-world galley, the Guild Galley has been supplanted by bigger, badder ships. Even an improved sailboat, the lightest possible single combat vessel, would crush a fully crewed Guild Galley and make it look casual, because it would be. This wouldn't be much different than if you were to take a real-life galley and its crew and drop it into a battle against an unrated naval English vessel like a cutter. The cutter would be smaller, and it would also need fewer crew, while having no problem destroying the galley. Why? Because an advanced galley would be throwing rocks, while even a basic cutter would be firing a battery of 6-pound cannons. This is actually a pretty good parallel again to what we have. More people required, basically useless artillery. So why is this an issue? Well, because players have sunk a ton of time and money into getting these galleys up to snuff. I know of a dozen guilds that have built blue galley parts. Do me a favor and figure out what doing that entails, and then look at what's required to enhance them. Spoiler for that second bit, they can't be croned or they max out at plus 10. I would genuinely be surprised to find out that there are more than maybe 2 galleys with full-blown plus 10 blues across the board. And if there are a lot, I feel very bad for you all. Okay, so this is an issue. What's the fix? That's actually a very easy question to answer. We do the same thing to them that we did to make sailboats, frigates not obsolete. Make them upgradable into better ships. Well, what do we want to upgrade them into? Easy again. Upgrade them into a direct successor to the real-life galley, the galleass. Wait, what the fuck is that? The next video is going to be about the class of ships that the galleass falls into, including the caravel, frigate, and sailboat. If this style of content interests you, subscribe so you get notified. If you're into streams, check out the YouTube streaming schedule at the bottom of the screen. Thanks and have a great day.